Hello and welcome to Looking at the Markets with David Modell, trading the 45-55 RSI band. That's an unusual sounding strategy, but it might actually work. I cannot guarantee that it works. There are no guarantees in trading, okay? All I know is that it's something that might be worth testing out with demo or virtual trading. So feel free to check this out. And if you need more help with trading or investing, I do offer coaching. You can email me for the coaching at davidmodell@gmail.com. Let's take a look at tradingview.com right now. I've got the AMD Advanced Micro Devices 1 day or daily candlestick chart up here. Each of these candles represents 1 day of price action. Now, I have not tested out this strategy, so again, do it at your own risk, okay? So, and feel free to test it out on other time frames as well. 1 minute candles, 2 minute, 5 minute, whatever you have. But again, use demo trading or virtual trading. Do not use real money to test this out. All right, so the 45-55 band, what is that? Well, when you put on the RSI, you can put it on the 14 period. That's fine. That's default or standard. That's the look back period for the RSI on the standard settings. But what you can do is, if you're here on TradingView, you can go to the style and you can change from 70 and 30, the standard settings for overbought and oversold. You can change them to 55 and 45. That's really narrow, only 10 between them, right? So you get this, when you do that, you end up with this narrow band here, okay? It's really interesting. This narrow band is usually in the middle, not always though, okay? Sometimes it's kind of down here, but it's still a pretty narrow band. All right, and here's where it gets interesting. When a stock is trending upwards strongly, and as you can see, AMD stock on a daily candlestick chart, at least during this time frame, was just strongly trending upwards. Maybe you want to buy the small pullbacks within an uptrend. Not a terrible idea. When something is trending upwards, just wait for a small to medium-sized dip, and you can, if you want to, you can get in there and buy it. So the idea is to hope that it will resume the uptrend, which it did here, okay? So what you could do is you could look at that band, that 45-55 RSI band. It is in light purple here, okay? And you can wait until the RSI goes back into that band, until it reaches that buy zone. And when it gets in there, you can buy, because that is a pullback. Now, only do that when it is an upward trending price action in the stock. You don't want to do this if the stock is just falling constantly, okay? Day after day, week after week, month after month falling. That's not when you do it. You do it in something that has a pretty strong uptrend. And you can use a moving average if you want to. You could put a moving average up there. Let's say you could put a 50 period moving average or a 20 period or even a 200 period moving average if you want something that really has a long look back period, okay? But you might want to put a moving average up there and make sure that it is slanted upwards from the lower left to the upper right, okay? So if you've got a moving average up there and it starts low and then goes higher and higher, that should confirm an uptrend. All right, so make sure it's trending upwards, excuse me, and then when you see the RSI, which should be above that band there, because it is in an uptrend after all, when you see the RSI pull back to the buy zone, that RSI, 45-55 RSI band, okay, so it came back to it here, you can buy. And then what happened afterwards? Well, this does not happen every time, but if you had bought when it went into the 45-55 band, it did go up, as you can see, okay? It went up. Now it went back into the band. The RSI did. You could buy again. Maybe you can add to your position, okay? So if you had bought here and then it went up a little bit, and then maybe you bought some more here when it went back into the 45-55 RSI band, okay? And then you would have done quite well. It went up and up and up, as you can see, up, up, and away. It does not always happen like that, okay? So, and you take profits using your own profit-taking system. Okay, this system does not tell you when to get out; it just tells you when to get in. All right, so you probably want to have some sort of profit target. Decide beforehand, how much do I want out of this trade? Okay, and there are different ways to do it. You could even use the RSI, by the way. Maybe if you want to decide that when the RSI, after being in the 45-55 band, maybe you decide, when it goes up to 80 or something, or 70 if you want to be a little bit safer. Like over here it reached 70, but if you had held on for 80, it went up to 80 over here, and you would have done even better. Okay, so that's up to you to decide when to get out. Now, let's say you got out. Let's say you took profits around here somewhere. You would have done, as you can see, quite well. It went up and up after hitting that buy zone a couple of times. What about a downtrend? Well, you can use it that way as well. Just be careful, okay? If you're going to short sell stocks, please be careful, because you can lose more money than you have in your account when you short stocks, okay? So I only recommend that for people who have a pretty decent amount of money and don't mind losing it because it's risky, all right? It's for advanced traders only. If you want to use a long only strategy, that's totally fine, all right? But if you do choose to go short, make sure you're in a confirmed downtrend using a moving average slanting downwards or whatever your system is, okay? And then if you have a confirmed downtrend, then let's say it goes below that 45-55 band, but then comes back up to it, you can go short if you want to, or buy a put option, however you want to go short, okay? And then, as you can see, if you had done that here, it continued the downtrend, all right? So that is another possibility. But for most people, I recommend more of a long-only strategy. Confirm the uptrend, and then when you get a small pullback and it comes back to that 45-55 band, you can buy. If it goes up, know ahead of time where your profit target is. If it comes back to that again, but the uptrend is still the overall uptrend is still intact according to your moving average or whatever confirmation you use for the uptrend, pulls back to the 45-55 band again, you can buy and take your profits when you decided beforehand to take your profits. That's when you take them. It's not the type of thing where you want to just guess and go where your profit target is. Have some sort of system or a plan beforehand. That's really important, okay? And I do help people put together trading or investing plans. So if you need some or want some help with that, I do offer coaching. For the coaching, you can email me at davidmodell@gmail.com. I hope you gained something from this idea about the 45-55 RSI band. It's a very interesting and unusual way to use the RSI. All right, so I want to thank you for watching and listening. Be careful, respect your stop losses, have an exit strategy, and just be careful out there. All right, thanks a lot. I will talk to you again soon.